Okay, hello, welcome to our presentation. This is Lauren, Allison, and Jamar, and we did our assignment on the website Formative. Okay, so this is just a little video to get us introduced into the website that we will be talking about.
Let's be honest, your day is filled with way more than teaching, taking focus off of what matters. You want to support your students' growth and create those aha moments. With Formative, you can see in real time who is on track and which students need that extra bit of help. We provide the data you need to support your students when they need it most, immediately. Let us take the small things off your desk so you can get back to teaching. Get real-time insights and act instantly with Formative.
So what is Formative? Formative is a tool that can provide teachers a view into student thinking while they work. Formative allows teachers to provide instant feedback to students, and teachers can engage with students, monitor progress, and assess learning moments in real time. So in the next slides coming up, we're going to show more pictures of this website in use. So how does Formative work? The students will be in their teacher's class, and once the teacher assigns a formative, the students will be able to see it. So the formative is basically a worksheet that the teacher makes and the students will be able to use. The teacher will get to see each student's answer as they work on the problem and follow the formative assessment. The teacher can even grade answers from this website, which is really nice because it will save a lot of time for the teacher in grading. And the website allows teachers to see and give feedback from their students in real time.
Go ahead.
So below here is a picture. So this is Jamar's class as the teacher, and then Lauren and I are students. So he can see what question we were on and which ones we got right and which ones are wrong.
And following with what Allison said about the real time, so just like to give more, so there's an option that we'll talk about later, that's the drawing. And so in real time, if you have your students drawing, you can see the marks that they are making on the formative as it goes, which we thought was a really cool thing. So you're not just like circling, you can actually visually see that they're thinking.
No, me too.
All right, why do we pick formative? Because it has three options. Student progress can be monitored over time. It can be alternate for students' readiness levels. It can be connected with different platforms such as Google Classroom and other applications. Being able to see students working as they go, allowing the teacher to see their mental processes. Teachers have the ability to post informative information on the platform, such as presentations, digital homework, and additional resources.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's probably smarter. Okay, let's see.
And some more information about Formative. Formative can be accessed through online or through the app. This app can be useful to work for all students. Formative allows for short answer, free response, drawing, multiple choice questions, and other video or audio responses. So on the right here, there's a bunch of questions teachers can choose from, such as the drawing, videos, multiple choice, short answer, and so on. Formative also lets teachers see the date and time the students answer their questions. It detects plagiarism from students if answers were copied or pasted.
We thought that was really cool because with, ChatGPT and all that coming on the rise, students might have the tendency to want to like rush through or try to get the answers a different way. But this just really ensures that your students are actually doing the work themselves. And for with all your students, this could be done. So if there's a specific student that likes to have things read to them or can comprehend better if it's read to them, you can audio record yourself reading the directions or the questions and the answers. Or if you want to do it as whole group, which we can discuss later, you can have those two options for it to be read to students, or if students like to visually just be able to read it themselves. So the needs that the formative addresses. So we mainly talk about the timing of the results. So the textbook lists a different series of items that a formative needs in order for it to cause the gains in student achievement that is on in our textbook. So this one is the timing of results. So teachers are able to give feedback and grade as the students are working or once they complete, depending on the type of formative that you assign, which aids in the results being timely, so they are able to take the action needed to improve their learning. And teachers are able to send messages to individual students if they need help. So for example, in the upper right-hand corner is a picture of students messaging me and Allison were the students in this case, messaging the teacher Jamar. And we were saying help on a question, which is going to be beneficial. So you can keep records of that information and they can reach out or you can reach out to them to help guide and scaffold based on what they're needing in that moment. And for the gathering data, this just does it all for you. So that can take time out of things that you could prep for later. And so, but this formative allows for each assessment to have details holistically as the class or on individuals or the specific individual question. For example, back to our picture, we see that the students are really struggling on question 3. That could be something that you could use to be like maybe the phrasing or the understanding of question 3 isn't exactly where I would want it to be for the students to really gauge what their understanding is, and that can help you align it a bit better. And the assessment can be differentiated for students depending on the learning need, like having a video of you explaining or an audio. Something that is super cool in gathering data is if you're gone one day and maybe you want to still do a video, you can video yourself and embed different questions at certain times to make sure your students are being engaged with the video and making sure that everyone is understanding properly.
So timing of results, student responses are automatically logged and students will receive results and specific feedback after the teacher has posted their grade. So this is really nice both for the student and the teacher. The students can see the grade and the teacher can give the grade very easily. And student growth can be monitored over time by topic and by specific questions. So this is really nice for the teacher to see how much progress the student has made in like a unit or over the year. And questions and answers can be read to students with a click of a button, which is really nice. And the teacher can monitor the progress through an assessment or pace the assessment themselves. So over here, these pictures, this has Allison and Lauren as a student. The teacher can see what grade they got on the test. So I got a 50%, Lauren got a 42. And then down here, you can see the test and which questions each individual got right or wrong. And there you can also see if like the student didn't answer a question. So it's very nice to see all this as a teacher.
Yes, and for like the student or the teacher pace mode that we were talking about earlier, so if you have students that are like to rush through things and not really take their time, you're able to set when they can move on to the next question, so you can make sure that everyone has had time to properly answer and really process what was going on before they just rush through, so you can really get an accurate of what your whole class did. An example was like 46% was the overall class grade that Allison described.
And then the embedded nature of the information increases the likelihood of action. In addition to timing results, which is one of the conditions for a formula to produce gains in student achievement, there must also be time for action. Teachers and students have time to do indeed take action based on results, and this can be referenced on page 26 in our textbook. There is flexibility based on how timely the results need to be. Select response versus written, video, or audio response.
So this is an additional resource. So this link will address the following of how to sign up for formative, helpful tips to start your digital classroom, learning about certain tools on the website, and then solutions for each subject related class, technology trainings, professional development, and then paying plans for extra tools that could be used in the classroom. I just want to highlight that everything in this video was and can be used on the free option. And so this picture on the left-hand side just shows an in-depth look. If you were to look at a certain student's question, you can, on the top, the gauge from the red, orange, yellow, and green, you can alter their grade based on if it was a written response or And you can see that if there was a thread on the question, just to really see an overall understanding of what the student was thinking of.
And that is it.